For many years now, Required Systems have provided the care industry with the documents required to evidence compliance with the CPC standards. This new online cloud-based system gives any user instant access to the latest policies, procedures and forms. The system is cloud-based, meaning that it can be accessed anywhere you have an internet connection on any platform using a browser. It's compatible with Windows, with Mac, with iPad and with Android. It's a secure system, it uses login authentication, and the documents are updated regularly to make sure you have the latest version. To gain access to this, you require a subscription, and that subscription entitles you then to download the documents either in Word format or PDF format. As a visitor to the site, you're able to browse the site, go in and look at our help documentation, go contact details, but more importantly, you're allowed to look at the structure of the documents you'll be able to access in here. So if I select Care Home England, I can look at the documents grouped by CLOEs, by outcomes, or I can go and look at the forms directly. If I go back to the procedures and select a particular procedure, let's say cleanliness and infection control, I can go through and I can see that there's a document here which I could download if I had a subscription. There's also reference documents attached to this, which could be forms or other procedures. I have a search facility here, and by simply typing in any word or phrase, I can search the entire database of documents, whether it be procedures or forms, for occurrences of that word or phrase. So if I was looking, for instance, on documentation to do with controlled drugs, I just type in here drugs, and it refines down to, there's the procedure there. So I can click on that, and I can download the procedure. Or if it was a form I was looking for, I could click on and I could download. So that's what a visitor to the site can look at. However, if you want to access the actual documents and download them and use them, you have to take out a subscription. To do that, you click on the register button, you fill in the details, and once you've done that, you'll be invited to take out a subscription or contact Required Systems to get a price from them. I'm going to log on now as a user, and immediately my account appears in here. My account tells me what kind of account I have. I'm a manager of this system, so I can have multiple homes or services under my control. If I want to delegate the access to the documents to a person in one of the homes or services, I can create a sub-user or sub-users who will simply have access to the documents for that particular home or service, but they will not have access to things like financial information for the direct debit, and they won't have the access to create new homes or services or new sub-users. If I now go to my documents, you will notice I'm in charge of multiple homes here. So if I choose this particular home, I now have a set of procedures and forms tailored for that home. So if I go in here and look at consent for treatment, for instance, you'll notice now that these buttons are active, and I can now download this procedure by clicking on here. So if I click on a PDF, I'll download that in my browser. I can open it up and look at it, or I can save this into a folder or onto some other area of my own network or local computer. If I want to be able to edit these documents, I can download them in document format for Word, and any compatible word processor will allow you to do this. So again, if I open up in Word, you'll see that there's the same form and it's in an editable form in Word. So this is the Document Download Manager. Each time a new version appears of a document, you'll see it in here. This is still version 1, but as version 2 and 3 and 4 come out, they will automatically appear in here. You can download the latest version of the document, or if you want to stick with one of the legacy versions of the document, you can download that document as well. So all of your documentation you require for evidence and compliance are at your fingertips on any platform, as long as you have a browser with internet access.